check. Yeah, I done got me a nigga, got a check. Yeah. Now, like, baby, I need rest. Baby, I need rest. Baby, I want rest. Baby, I need rest. We got London on the track.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Embiid. Thompson is out there with Aaron Nesmith. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward. And for the Cavaliers, they've got Carter. Wallace is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Morant in at the 1. Greg, isn't this a fun time of year? Mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
Now, here's McDaniels. Back to Nesmith. 5 on the clock. McDaniels, a screen on Wallace. The shot's good.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Wallace. Pass to Nowitzki. To the inside. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Nowitzki.
An efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought it in.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And here are the 76ers now. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
And the physicality Embiid brings to the table is awfully difficult to match. He knows how to use that 7-foot frame.
Now here's Wallace. Off the run, Wembanyama with the rebound. Pass to Nesmith. Back to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now here is Carter, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. And the rejection by Embiid.
And when Embiid is doing that, protecting the paint, he's as impactful as anyone in this league.
Now Thompson. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. To the middle. And the dunk by Embiid.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. '76ers on defense. Carter outside. Nowitzki for three. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
The drive by Thompson. Here's the three. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Thompson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
And here is Nesmith. Dirk Nowitzki getting his 3 to go. 4 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Simons is checked in. And he nails the 3rd.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You'll love to see it.
Thompson against Morant. Rebound by the 76ers. Now, here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Now, here is Carter. Hasn't made one yet. Morant with a wide open look. No good on the 3.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
And here's Thompson. He's got 6. McDaniels dishes to Thompson. Carter against McDaniel. Fades. Embiid in the corner. Embiid sets the pick for Thompson. Back to Embiid. Beyond the arc. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for John Morant. Then for the 76ers, Ruff's checked in, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for McDaniels. Thybulle can't get it to go. Carter looking around. Three-pointer, Simon. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Since entering the league, the three-point shooting numbers have really taken a jump for Simon.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Now here is Carter. He has yet to score. Here's Wallace. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And as one of the strongest guys in the league, that's where Wallace wants to operate, down in the paint.
Thompson passes to Black. The screen from Thompson. Here's Huff. Wallace covering. Simons against Thompson. Spins. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. It's Joe on the wing. Defended by Thybulle. Here's Carter. Hands the shot from the wing.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Carter outside. It's hauled in by Thybulle.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Black. No scoring in this one. Wembanyama, a screen. The three. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And the basket by Nowitzki.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Pass to Nowitzki. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
What confidence from Nowitzki, managing to get his shot off. Wow, still drawing contact.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Sars checked in for Wallace. Marcus Smart comes in for Vince Carter. And it's John Morant in for Isaiah Joe. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Reed's checked in. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Black, he dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the 76ers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the 76ers.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Ja Morant, he's out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Sarr, and it's Jones in at the four-man position. And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Hey, Kevin. Things are happening for Philly in the 76ers front office as we get closer to the trade deadline. They've acquired defensive dynamo Amen Thompson, one of the most electrifying athletes in the association with prototype size and strength for the modern NBA wing. He plays with the kind of toughness and grit that could help lift any organization to the next level.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. The 76ers leading by 12. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Reed. Back to Black. Embiid with a screen on Morant. Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, he just knows exactly how to run that screen. Good stuff there from Embiid.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Outside, Jones. And it's off from three-point range. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Embiid. And he gets the bucket. Embiid's got 10.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Three-pointers, Simon. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Black, guarded by Morant. Embiid against Sarr. Embiid kicks to Black. For the three. They grab their own miss. And Embiid is right there. And the 76ers lead by 18.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right side, Simon. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 5.
Oh, gritty inside. Simon's amongst the big bodies.
Here's Black. Pass to Embiid. Embiid with a screen on Morant. From downtown, and Joel Embiid again.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Back to Sarr. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Simon. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Black. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Sarr. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Sarr's got his second bucket tonight.
That's where you want Sarr doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. He comes in for Jones. And Wallace subbed in for Anfernee Simon. The 76ers also with a sub. Wembanyama is checked in. Here's Black. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Now, Black, after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Nesmith. The 76ers with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Morant dishes to Wallace. And the dunk by Wallace.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Now here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Nowitzki's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Bounce pass Wallace. Now here's Morant for three. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. Pass to Embiid. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A different look now for Cleveland. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Morant. Wallace looking for an opening. Pass to Sar. From down in the low post, it goes. Sar's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And here is Nesmith. Wembanyama, a screen. Can they get it? Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Thompson, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. Now here's Wallace. And timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. to Joe. Carter outside. Tries the spin move. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up, but Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Pass to Embiid. Thompson with it. 12 points for him. Embiid inside. Working on zone.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Wallace, the pass to Carter.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Well, Embiid pretty much has the green light to take any kind of shot, including off the catch.
Joe, that's in there. Carter with the assist. Joe's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. .151 left to play here in the half. McDaniels outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Carter drives in. Sarr, it's good on the putback.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Now Black. And Wembanyama outside. Oh, 3-ball. Wembanyama.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
Carter finds Sarr. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sidelines. In for Cleveland. Then for the 76ers, Buffs jacked in, and Matisse Thybulle subbed in for McDaniels. Philadelphia leading by 11. Thompson outside. Pass to Black. Shot clock at 6. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Carter outside. Wembanyama against Nowitzki. Down low, here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down hard.
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Black. Wallace covering. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Wallace misses the three. And that does it for the first half of play. 76ers lead by 13. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I have Kenny Atkinson alongside. Coach, I hear you tell...
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
A look here now at the 76ers. There are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
All right, getting back to this game now, and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, Wemby is going off. When a guy his size with those moves is cooking like this, I don't know how you stop him.
Yeah, I'm declaring right now this is a level 9 barbecue chicken alert. Level 9 barbecue chicken alert.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 13-point game. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Victor Wembanyama. Aaron Nesmith is out there at Thompson. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. And it's Embiid in at the 5.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
McDaniels outside. A putback. Rebound by Wallace. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Embiid, the pass to Nesmith. Over to the wing. Wembanyama down low. Defended by Nowitzki. Another miss by Philadelphia.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
Offensive rebound. Lets the 3 fly. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Ofer to start the half.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Thompson. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Wallace. Nowitzki outside. Now here's Morant with 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Now here's Thompson. 12 points for him. And Denise Smith. Now here's Thompson. Shot clock at 5. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. defense against Thompson. Pass to Wallace. Lets it go from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A nice shot by Nesmith.
Yeah, the defense completely collapsed on Embiid down low with the ball, and that created openings on the outside.
Now here's Morant. Nowitzki outside. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Now here's Nesmith. Defense is right there, and Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. 6 to shoot. McDaniels outside. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Carter. It's good from about 19 feet. Carter's got 7 points in the game. And here are the 76ers now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. McDaniels, a screen on Morant. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back.
And the background of how the whole coach's challenge rule came into effect started back a few years ago.
The previous play is under review.
A great advancement.
Well, there's no doubt how proactive the league has been in identifying new ways to ensure the officiating.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
A natural progression. And it adds, in fact, even a bit of an additional interest level as well.
Let's give it up for your powerhouse wins team.
The Cavaliers. Trail by 16. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Kevin, back over to you.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Now here's Thompson. He's got 14. Here's the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Wallace dishes to Carter. Wallace kicks to Morant. With some arc, and it's Carter missing. Philadelphia leading by 16. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, and when he's healthy, Embiid has proven that this is what he's capable of every single night.
McDaniels against Carter. The Cavaliers again can't hit. 76ers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Wow, that is just a beautiful shot. Embiid with great touch from distance.
Out to Wallace. Here's Nesmith. It's stolen by Carter. To the paint. Here's Wallace. And the rejection by Embiid.
Well, his size was a big factor there. Embiid able to get a hand on that shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball. And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Inside, here's Nowitzki. Wallace the pass to Simons. Wallace with a screen for Simons. 5 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 19. And here's Thompson. He's got 14. Driving. Oh, man!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Nowitzki, the pass to Simons. Hits the three-point bomb. Simons has got 8 points.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Black. Ryan to the hoop. Count it. He has 6.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Morant looking around. Nowitzki finds Simons. Reed with the steal. McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Embiid. Here's Black. Here's Reed. Good on the triple.
And really, The story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Carter and Embiid with the block.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Alexander Saw, he's checked in for Cleveland. Jones comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And then for Philadelphia, Matisse Thybulle checked in for McDaniels. And it's Jackson in for Thompson. Here's Black. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Here's Embiid. And Sarr pulls it down. Well, Cleveland shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And the big fella, Alex Sarr, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And Sarr throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
To the right side. Here's Embiid. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Simons missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Down low. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Sarr's got his 5th rebound in this one. Morant, right side. Gets a very good look and converts.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
Here's Black. Embiid wide up. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at 0, it's great awareness on his part.
And so it's Philadelphia holding a very... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Nowitzki is out there with Smart. Then there's Cason Wallace. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Sarr in at center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Jackson. Here's Black. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Tim, the NBA is always changing, but any predictions for the league that you kind of feel we're going to see around the corner?
Yeah, Kevin, I just think the influx and the impact of international players is going to be even stronger going forward. I think a lot of guys have seen the success that those players have had in the NBA, and hopefully it inspires even more great players internationally to want to play this great game.
And for a short time, you played overseas. You saw a lot of them firsthand.
I sure did, and I was in France well before the French influx really hit this league, but I knew then that was the goal.
Jackson, a screen on Smart. There's the lob to Jackson. Can't hit that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
Back to Wallace. Pass to Smart. Tries a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Black with it. Now Reed. Back to Black. Pass to Reed. Hands it from downtown.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now, here's Simons. The shot. The Cavaliers again can't hit. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Now Black. It's taken away by Wallace. All going up court. A nice shot by Simon.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Black, covered by Simons. Embiid, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And the basket by Nowitzki.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Black the pass to Nesmith. Back to Black. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Sars checked in for Nowitzki. Carter comes in for Smart. And it's Morant in for Anfernee Simons. Now, here's Nesmith. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Black. Ja Morant with the rebound.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
The 76ers leading by 19 points. Now, here's Nesmith. Wallace covering. Nesmith, the pass to Black. Back to Nesmith. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Embiid. Trying to end the drought. And he's good on the 3-ball. Embiid's got 16 points here in the second half.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Wallace with the screen on McDaniel. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Carter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now, here's Nesmith. Wallace covering. Back to Nesmith. Wembanyama outside. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Pass to Wallace. Now Morant. Sarr sets the screen for Morant. Sarr gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The 76ers leading by 20. Black the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Black. Wembanyama, a screen. Shoots the 3. The 76ers another 3.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
It's Morant with the drop.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Here's Black. McDaniels outside. From deep, buries the long-range jumper.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Sarr in the post. Wembanyama on him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Black, guarded by Morant. Here's Wembanyama. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
It has certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. To the inside, Wallace. Good defense by Wembanyama.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Launches a three. Another three for Philadelphia.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Now here's Wallace. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That's on Jaden McDaniels. Nowitzki's checked in for Alexander Sarr. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for the 76ers. And you think of the different styles of play, Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can.
And so it's going to end up in the record book. As a blowout, a dominating performance for the 76ers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Joel Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, he was a force on the glass. Just incredible effort.
Thompson outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Wallace, the pass to Morant. And here's Carter. A 3-ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Here's Thompson. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Huff. Now Nesmith. 76ers moving the ball around. Wembanyama, a screen on Carter. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.
I wasn't kicking doors and I'm just being honest. If you want smoke, then we cook up like an omelet, I'm just being honest. Throw me a 60 if I go to, I'm just being honest. I keep a up in case it gets sticky, I'm just being honest. She know that I'm with it, I'm having this chick and this trick, and I'm just being honest. Who really getting it, be honest? Hey, posture be giving, be honest. She real like a, I got rats in the bag and need be hooked like finest. I up in my rank cause I got this on them. I think these forgot where I came from, cause I got matching with lakefronts. I pull up Porsche, I think I'm Jane Bond. Got torches, look like crayon. Turn into smokers, no bygone, no bygone. Be biting, they biting like Tyson. We ain't fighting. Start up a feeling like Bobby, this my put right good if I catch her out his mouth. I go to Saudi, they send the jet and 2 million to hear the words come out my mouth. Go on my thing from the south, running, trying to get you some clout. Let the body hit the floor. 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 I put $1 million in 2 pockets. I pay all the lawyers free, I'm out the daggett. Sleeping and dreaming, talking to the rocket. He told me go up, I told him that I got him. Go St. Laurent, better misses what I'm rocking. Yellow the stone, the walking and standing tall, I got it.
I got it, I pick up a aim at the heart, pick up a blitz, pick them apart. I feel like a pit, but all bite, no bark, quit the remarks. Little bitty, they glow in the dark, unlimited pooling. When I'm tearing somebody, I'm breathing fire, burning, dragging somebody. If he ain't the homie, they promise her. Just hand me, and get right beside me. I hop in a ride inside us, so hit me, the behind me, the timing it. That Ricky, no running back and forth. He cracking the, I'm back in the city, I'm headed to only warriors with me. Lord forgive me through whatever endeavors. It's JID, baby, I'm just a few letters. Take a look, I'm about to break a record. Put me in the books, I'm bound to beat the level. All about the effort, I'm putting in leg work. Early in the morning, count money till my head hurt. Being funny, we could put him in a red shirt. Like an Ant-Man Edwards, live in the wreck, live in the flesh. I manifest, every dollar sign I could collect. I could look in the face of a threat, but never sweat. You sweet, get out of the streets when it's sweet. Swap rides and bring it, so Swiss seats. Tazi coming with Swiss beats. Eating cheese, another day on the east, make them fall to their knees.
Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor. Let the body hit the floor.
Crazy holy father got the chuck with a ring in bell.
AOX9.
It's off. I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 60.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Too Ski. Matter of fact, call me Mr. Chase That Cheese. Grams on my wrist, cost like 10 G's. I feel like Buzz, got all these carrots on my teeth.
Windows 5% tinted, can't even see it's me. I done missed a couple plays, my shit on D&D. Put me in the game, I'm the MVP. Take you out that Yoda, put you in an AMG. I count chicken, she know I'm the rawest. Too Slippery Entertainment, come step in my office. Take a, she say, D-Lo, you be saucy, baby. Tired of with them lanes, come with some bosses, baby. She don't want no puppy, she want a big dog. Wash my clothes the other day, found a 10 ball. Flip phone for the, it's a throwaway. I'm riding with some, we look like Golden State. I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with the sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 60.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Too Ski. Matter of fact, call me Mr. Chase That Cheap. Grams on my wrist, cost like 10 G. I feel like Buzz, got all these carrots on my teeth. In my bag, my pocket's deeper than the seat. You don't bring nothing to the plate, then I can't eat with you. All that you doing fake, you just a pretender. They say my flow so cold, but I still bring the heat. I peep, see I got some bread, so they won't beef with us. Bad, hair and nails done, that don't feet. You ain't cause you ain't him, but she let ski. I'ma run me up that cheese and walk these beats.
I'm Mr. Too Slippery. I'm with the sharks, you with the fishes. Hop straight out the Bentley, I'm the biggest. Caution sign on my neck, a 60.
Yeah,
I'm Mr. Two-Ski. Matter of fact, call me Mr. Chase That Cheese. Grams on my wrist, cost like 10 G's. I feel like Buzz, got all these carrots on my teeth.